After 15 years of basically the same truck, Toyota just dropped a bombshell on the SUV world. The 2025 4Runner is here, and they've changed almost everything. But here's the thing, not all those changes are going to make everybody happy. Think about this. Toyota killed the V6. Yeah, the engine that's been the heart of the 4Runner since forever is gone. In its place, a turbocharged four-cylinder. Before you grab your pitchforks, let me tell you what's actually going on here because this story gets interesting. So Toyota completely rebuilt the 4Runner from the ground up. We're talking new platform, new engines, new tech, new everything. After watching the same design roll off the line since 2010, this is massive. The old 4Runner was like that reliable friend who never changed their hairstyle. Dependable but getting a bit stale. The big headline is that 4.0-liter V6 getting the axe. Toyota replaced it with a 2.4-liter Turbo 4 that makes 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. Now that torque number is actually higher than the old V6, and it hits way earlier at just 1,700 RPM. But here's where things get spicy. They also offer a hybrid version called iForce Max that cranks out 326 horses and a ridiculous 465 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than any 4Runner ever made. Car and Driver just tested the new limited trim, and their take was brutally honest. The acceleration improved. 0 to 60 happens in 7.5 seconds versus 7.7 in the old one. Not earth-shattering, but better. The real story, though, is how this thing drives on regular roads. Remember, the 4Runner was always a truck pretending to be an SUV, and that hasn't changed. The ride is still bouncy, the steering still feels lazy, and when you hit the brakes, the first couple inches of pedal travel feel like they're just for show. But wait, there's more drama. The new 4Runner shares its bones with the redesigned Land Cruiser. Same platform, similar engines, overlapping prices. The limited 4Runner starts at $58,850, while the base Land Cruiser is $58,150. So now you've got two Toyota off-roaders fighting for your money in basically the same price bracket. That's a first. Inside, they finally dragged the 4Runner into this decade. The old interior looked like it time-traveled from 2010 because, well, it did. Now you get either an 8-inch or massive 14-inch touchscreen depending on trim, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and actual modern tech. They even kept the roll-down rear window that 4Runner fans love. Small victories, right? Here's what really matters, though. They didn't mess with the 4Runner's core mission. This thing can still crawl over rocks, splash through rivers, and tackle trails that would make most SUVs cry. The TRD Pro and new Trailhunter trims are absolute beasts off-road. We're talking specialized shocks, steel skid plates, rock rails, and enough ground clearance to park on top of a smart car. Okay, maybe not that last part, but you get the idea. Fuel economy did improve significantly. The old V6 struggled to break 20 miles per gallon combined. The new Turbo 4 gets 21 miles per gallon combined, and the hybrid hits 23. Not going to win any efficiency awards, but for a body-on-frame truck disguised as an SUV, that's progress. Now let's talk money because Toyota went wild with trim levels. You can get in for $40,770 with a base SR5, but climb the ladder and you'll hit $68,350 for a loaded Trailhunter. 9 different trims total. That's more choices than a fancy coffee shop menu. Each one targets different buyers, from suburban families to hardcore overlanders who probably have more camping gear than furniture. The towing capacity jumped to 6,000 pounds across the board. That's 1,000 pounds more than before and beats the Jeep Wrangler. So if you're hauling boats, bikes, or whatever toys you're into, the 4Runner's got you covered. Here's my take after digging through all this. Toyota faced an impossible task: modernize an icon without ruining what made it special. Did they succeed? Mostly, yeah. The new engines deliver better performance and efficiency. The interior finally feels like it belongs in 2025. The off-road capability remains uncompromised. but it's still a truck at heart. And that means compromises on pavement that modern unibody SUVs don't have. What do you think? Is losing the V6 a deal breaker, or are you ready to embrace the turbo future? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.